green banana curry.
Lynn Talbot looks at healthy diets.
Being vegetarian doesn't mean you're a leaf-loving health fanatic.
And Tonya Todman updates her solid classic craft.
Step by step through the gilding process with you.
Healthy, wealthy and wise, 7:30 Monday.
The scene at Flemington as Derby Day draws towards its close, but not without its share of drama. Elation about an hour ago for that lady, Gay Waterhouse, as Jen mentioned. Now she's involved in a protest. It is a minor protest, and it's by that man, Darren Beedman. Here's the head-on now, and again, we'll identify these horses for you as we roll in slow motion. Station hand going across the outside in front of Danewin. Now, that's all our mob, orange colours, and it's right on the right-hand side at the moment. Starstruck is in the mauve colours. Now you can see Starstruck is certainly being tightened up there, and it's all our mob. Just lost its hind legs there for a moment. It's still in trouble there. Still in trouble, being forced towards the rail. And Starstruck was actually out 3 wide. It's all in fun was in the middle. That's how hard it is to tell from the side on. And you can see it's all our mob. Certainly was, all our mob was tightened up on the fence there. It's all in fun. And Starstruck involved. They're back in the stewards' room now, so here we go.
And the protest has been dismissed in placing stand. 7, 5 and 10. The protest 5th against 3rd has been dismissed in placing stand on the Mackinnon 7, 5 and 10. And
protest dismissed and the correct weight, so the placing stand. So if you backed Starstruck for a place there, you're okay. So the numbers are 7, 5 and 10. Correct weight has been declared. Dan, here are the totes.
Danewin, $2.30 and $1.30 officially. Protara's Bay at $3.30 and Starstruck holding on to 3rd placing $2.60. The last 2 protests prior that Starstruck was in, she lost. Race to race double $5.20, the Quinella $30.50, the Exacta $39.40, and the trifecta $402.40. And the numbers 7, 5 and 10, and with all clear on the 6th, the Mackinnon Stakes.
Bit of watering going on the inside tracks. They did some watering here yesterday, Tim. They put 3 millimetres of watering down, and it has been an absolutely perfect surface for Derby Day, and I've got my fingers crossed that it's going to be exactly like this on Tuesday.
No problem, Pete. I've already had a word to Huey, the great god of the weather.
Thank you.
Via Tim Bailey, and it won't be a problem.
I'll tell you what, while
He has. While you're still there, Danewin just quickly had some knockers, hasn't he? And he's had some very bad luck, but that was a sensational win. The knockers suggesting he didn't have much ticket.
Well, yeah, I think that was being a bit harsh. He's been a terrific horse at weight for age. He won the Caulfield Stakes. The thing about Danewin is, Tim, that, and Jen, I think you'll back me up on this, that he goes really hard for 100 metres and then he just keeps on grinding away at the same bat, but he's got an electrifying sprint when he wants him to.
Oh, he's a fabulous horse. I don't know, I'd be against the knockers, to be honest, because look what he's done. He's won 12 races now. He's really got a terrific record, and you've got to say he's going to be a chance in the Japan Cup.
Yes, well, Tim, if he does happen to win the Japan Cup, then the knockers will have to eat their words in no uncertain terms.
Yes, and I'll collect some money, because I'll be on him in the Japan Cup if I can possibly do it. Welcome back to Flemington. A little bit dramatic today, of course, with the injury to Darren Gauci earlier in the day. Now a protest 5th against 3rd, but we'll leave that for the moment because we can have the presentations for the winner. Let's go down to Richard Zachariah.
The Louis Vuitton Mackinnon Stakes is normally won by a very good horse, and today I think we've seen a very, very good horse win it. Good luck to Bobby Thompson, because the horse has not had a great deal of luck. Our host for the Mackinnon Stakes is VRC committee man, Mr. Keith Southwick, and from Louis Vuitton is its chief executive, Julia King.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Once again, on behalf of Louis Vuitton Australia, it is my great pleasure to congratulate the associates and Danewin on this great win in the Louis Vuitton Mackinnon Stakes. This is our 6th year of association with the VRC, and I have to say to you, it's one of the most happy and joyous associations we have. This year seems to me to be even more perfect, if things can be more perfect. Not only do we have a perfect day, but I've never seen the gardens at Flemington look better. So I wish to congratulate the ground staff as well as the committee for this splendid occasion. First of all, I'd like to present the Louis Vuitton trophy to the winning owner, Mr. Chung.
Yes, and the presentation's going on now with the connections, happy connections of Danewin. And, of course, that mighty horse will be heading off to Japan along with Jern for the Japan Cup later in the month. And you heard Bob Thompson say that made up in some ways for the disappointment of last week in the Cox Plate, where he was very, very badly checked at about the 400-metre mark as our Mazeco was going back through the field. Well, the protest is fifth against third, and that is All Our Mob. You can see Darren Beedman there in the orange colours on the right, and Mark Miller is on the left now. It's at the 1700. Let's identify these horses. All Our Mob in the orange colours running about sixth on the rail, and Starstruck is on the outside of it at this stage. Now, Starstruck was pulling pretty hard. You've got Station Hand in front of Just Apollo, Danewin third, then Alcove. So there's Danewin there. That's Alcove behind it in the red cap. Then over on the rail is All Our Mob in the orange colours, and Starstruck on the outside of it as we roll the vision, and we'll see what happens here. We did notice a racing incident here when the race was on, and you can see All Our Mob just checked there. Starstruck was also checked, and it just looked as though, a bit to me, looking from side on, it's very hard to see, but it looked, Jen, to me, as though It's All in Fun might have just laid in a bit on Starstruck, which might have just come in a little bit on It's All Our Mob, but that's side on.
Well, that's the way it appears, and there you can see Gay Waterhouse. She won the Derby before, and now she's in the steward's room.
It would be very unusual for a protest to be upheld with interference that far out from home, I would think.
It is quite unusual, but it has been done before, Pete. It's not impossible.
All right, well, you're watching the scenes in the steward's room. They're watching the tapes from every imaginable angle, and we will have the result of the protest very shortly. In the meantime, we'll take a break on Derby Day on Network 10 around Australia. No, Shane.